In the kingdom of Denmark, a dark mystery is about to begin. A king has died, a queen has remarried, and a prince is drowning in grief. This is the tragic and unforgettable story of Hamlet, Shakespeare's most powerful tale of revenge, betrayal, madness, and destiny. Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark, returns home after learning about the sudden death of his father, King Hamlet. But something is wrong. The castle halls feel colder, the air feels heavier, and a sense of unease hangs over everything. Just 2 months after the king's death, Hamlet's mother, Queen Gertrude, marries his uncle Claudius. This quick marriage shocks Hamlet to his core. He feels like his entire world has been turned upside down. How could his mother move on so quickly? How could his uncle dare to take his brother's throne and his wife? How can a son accept this stranger as his new father? But the situation is far more sinister than it appears. One dark, chilly night, the guards at the castle walls witness something unbelievable: the ghost of the dead king. His armor shines in the moonlight, his face is pale, but his eyes burn with a silent, haunting pain. The guards rush to find Hamlet. "Prince," they say, "we believe your father has returned, not in flesh, but in spirit." Hamlet, his heart pounding, rushes to the castle wall. And there, standing tall against the night sky, is the ghost of his father. The ghost signals for Hamlet to follow him, away from the others. On a lonely, wind-swept platform, the ghost finally speaks. "My son, my death was no accident." Hamlet's breath catches in his throat. The ghost continues, his voice a chilling whisper. "I was murdered. My own brother, your uncle Claudius, poured poison in my ear as I slept. He stole my crown, and he stole my queen." These words tear through Hamlet's soul. His father was murdered. By his own family. By his own blood. It's the ultimate betrayal. Overwhelmed with grief and rage, Hamlet vows revenge. "We'll set this right," he whispers into the wind. "I will punish the man who took everything from you." But the ghost has one final warning. "Do not harm your mother. Leave her judgment to heaven." From that moment on, Hamlet is a changed man. Decides to act mad, to behave like a man who has lost his senses so that no one will suspect his true intentions. He roams the castle halls speaking in confusing riddles, staring at people with a thoughtful, unsettling madness, and leaving everyone around him baffled. The court begins to whisper, "What has happened to the prince?" But behind this mask of insanity, Hamlet's mind is sharp, his heart is full of fire, and he is secretly crafting a plan for revenge. Soon, a group of traveling actors arrives at the castle. An idea sparks in Hamlet's mind. "If I cannot find proof, I will create it," he thinks. He asks the actors to perform a special play for the court. The story will mirror his father's murder, a tale of a king who is killed when a man pours poison in his ear. The night of the performance arrives. The entire royal court is seated. The lights dim, and the actors begin their performance. The play unfolds, showing a king peacefully sleeping in his garden. Then a man sneaks up behind him and pours a vial of poison into his ear. The stage king dies. The murderer takes his crown and marries the widowed queen. Throughout the play, Hamlet keeps his eyes fixed on Claudius. He watches his every reaction. Claudius begins to shift uncomfortably in his seat. His breathing becomes shallow. His face turns pale with fear. Suddenly, he leaps to his feet and storms out of the hall, shouting for the play to stop. In that moment, Hamlet smiles. The king's guilt is confirmed. The ghost told the truth. Claudius is the murderer. Revenge is never a straight path. Now aware that Hamlet knows his secret, Claudius begins to fear him and starts plotting to get rid of the prince. Meanwhile, Hamlet's erratic behavior deeply hurts Ophelia, the gentle young woman who loves him. Lost in his feigned madness, Hamlet cruelly pushes her away, not realizing that he is shattering her heart. One night, Hamlet decides to confront his mother. He storms into Queen Gertrude's private chamber, his anger finally exploding. He's not just angry that she remarried, but that she married his father's killer. During their heated argument, Hamlet hears a noise from behind a large curtain. Believing it's Claudius spying on them, he acts without thinking, draws his sword, and thrusts it through the fabric. A cry echoes through the room. But it's not Claudius. It's Polonius, Ophelia's father. Hamlet stares in horror. In his quest for revenge, he has killed an innocent man.
Farah,
the death of her father pushes Ophelia over the edge. Her mind, already fragile from Hamlet's rejection, completely breaks. Drowning in her grief, she wanders near a river, singing broken, sorrowful songs. She slips. Or perhaps she lets herself fall into the cold water. Her tragic death sends shockwaves through the kingdom. Ophelia's brother Laertes returns to Denmark, burning with rage. He blames Hamlet for destroying his entire family and demands justice. The ever-scheming Claudius sees his opportunity. He whispers to the grieving Laertes, "Let us kill Hamlet together." They devise a devious plan, a friendly fencing duel between Laertes and Hamlet. But this will be no ordinary match. Laertes' sword will be secretly dipped in a deadly poison. Even a small scratch will be fatal. And to make absolutely certain of Hamlet's death, Claudius prepares a cup of poisoned wine to offer him during the duel. The day of the duel arrives. The great hall is filled with nobles. The king, the queen, and the entire court have gathered to watch. Hamlet enters, appearing calm but watchful. Laertes approaches, his eyes filled with fury. The duel begins. With a swift move, Laertes strikes first, scratching Hamlet's arm with the poisoned blade. It's a small wound, but a deadly one. The fight intensifies, and in the chaos, they drop their swords and accidentally switch them. Now, Hamlet holds the poisoned weapon. He fights back and wounds Laertes with the very same blade. The poison begins to work quickly. At the same time, Queen Gertrude, feeling thirsty and unaware of the plot, picks up the poisoned cup that Claudius had prepared for Hamlet and takes a drink. Moments later, she collapses. The drink is poisoned, she cries, before dying. Laertes, now fatally wounded and realizing the treachery, decides to reveal the truth in his final moments. Hamlet. Claudius planned all this. He gasps. He poisoned the drink. He poisoned the sword. Hearing this, Hamlet, burning with pain, grief, and righteous fury, finally takes his revenge. He stabs Claudius with the poisoned sword and then forces him to drink the rest of the poisoned wine. The king falls to the floor, gasping his last breath. The revenge is complete, but the cost has been everything. Hamlet feels the poison burning through his own veins. His legs weaken, and his vision begins to blur. He collapses. In his last moments, he turns to his closest and most loyal friend, Horatio. "Tell my story," Hamlet says softly. "Let the world know what happened here." Horatio weeps as he holds the dying prince in his arms. At that very moment, Fortinbras, a prince from neighboring Norway, enters with his army. He surveys the tragic scene, the entire Danish royal family lying dead. He takes control of the kingdom and orders that Hamlet, the tragic prince, be honored as a soldier, a hero who fought for justice. Drums beat a solemn rhythm as Hamlet's body is carried away with honor. A prince destroyed by betrayal, a kingdom poisoned by lies, and a story forever remembered as one of Shakespeare's greatest tragedies. This is Hamlet. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more powerful stories to you.